Hello everybody, this is Maniac for Bricks, and I'm here today with the LEGO Club magazine. This is the US version, and is from March and April 2015. I thought this might be interesting to share. I don't know if you want to see this as a full-blown series, if I keep doing this with other catalogs or magazines from LEGO. So, let me know what you think after this video in the comments if you want to see more of this. So what we got, it's a big Ninjago issue. There's going to be a lot of Ninjago stuff in here, starting with a little pop-out book, a little tiny booklet that is stuck in with some of that little sticky stuff. You can actually see a bit of the residue here on the page. This has Speed Champions on that page. There's nothing really shown, it just advertises it, talks about the sets, but nothing as far as an activity. I usually like to see activities. They show Max and Mina in a comic on the bottom, so you have LEGO Friends and LEGO minifigures together. Why not? So, let's get to the Ninjago before we go any further. It says, discover the LEGO Ninjago world. That's kind of odd because it's already been around for 4 years, so why would we need a reintroduction? Meet the Ninja. Why do we need a reintroduction? I mean, maybe this would help for people who aren't familiar with Ninjago, but again, even if you're not into Ninjago, you probably have seen this somewhere since 2011. And speaking of 2011, it's actually really cool how for these 4 ninja, the original 4, have some of their poses in that scene, kind of like the original artwork for the Spinjitzu games and even introducing the theme. The only difference is they have different weapons, except for Kai because he still has his classic sword. We have different artwork as far as like their outfit. Zane has that bluish look on him because, I don't know, I still have much of the story to catch up on. I'm sure I'll catch some flack for that, but I'm just not interested in Ninjago as I was when I started. On the other page, we got to see Lloyd and Nia, and they have their own things there. They don't really, like, most people would already understand these characters. They probably skim over this as far as information. I don't know how much more in here is not known to people who have already followed the TV show and the storyline so far. But the ninja on the top, they don't explain. That one's new for 2015, I know that much, but I don't know who she is. I know it's a she, because I've seen it before. And the next page has a really cool personality quiz kind of thing. What kind of ninja are you? This is an interactive thing where you get to take elements such as what year you were born. It has like different numbers and letters and colors that are used to determine what kind of ninja you'll be. Now, of course, it's not by fate, but that's just a little bit of fun, a little bit of imagination. And also, speaking of the imagination, you get to write it down on the bottom and get to color in your own ninja. This would actually be a good section to make a copy of it, like a photocopy, and then print it out, and then you could color it. Because personally, I don't want to write all over the magazine. I used to. I actually have a whole bunch where I used to write all over it, but I want to keep it nice and fresh. Next page just shows a whole bunch of Ninjago merchandise, water bottles, backpacks, overpriced watches. Seriously, would you pay $20 for that? You don't even get a minifigure. That's not even a Toys R Us inflated price. That's like a standard price for it, even from LEGO. But I digress. You also have that little headlight thing on the top, obviously t-shirts on the bottom, and it also shows some books. I've reviewed this one already, so you can check that out on my channel, either in the Ninjago playlist or in the LEGO Media Reviews playlist. On the bottom of this page, they also show us basically Mad Libs with Ninjago. So you could either fill this in on your own or fill it in with a friend, and it gives you different lines for adding in a name, plural noun, place, adjective, ninja gear, verb, ninja training book. That's basically all your different categories. And on the back it shows Sensei Wu's really up with technology. He's advertising some of the iPhone apps and other mobile apps that are available, as well as showing the Ninjago TV show coming back on air. Alright, I tried to make that as quick as possible because they do pack a bunch of stuff in there, but I know we mainly wanted to get to this. So here's that page again, if you didn't remember before, or if I didn't show it too well. They do have a thing throughout the catalog, throughout the club magazine, where you try to find the ninja hidden around different pictures. It's similar to another one-pager that we have, so we'll take a look at that a little later on. Here we have the Ninjago comic. It's only 2 pages long, considering the new storyline is pretty much in this issue, or at least unveiled publicly in this issue. And then the next 2 pages, we get to see some of the larger Ninjago sets for 2015. This actually shows them pretty good. And again, there's more I have to catch up on. So they have on this page a decoder. So you have the code over here. Over here is where you decode it, and you try to figure out what the message says. They also have something on the bottom that says a Lego Club Mission Online. So I guess there's a new program on LegoClub.com for kids to use with the magazine. I'm not really familiar with it personally. They have a next page, 2-pager, about Lego Star Wars Rebels. They basically show some of the sets in there, and on the side it shows you a trivia. Now I know the recent season has just had a finale, and I have not watched the show yet, so I will need to catch up before I answer those questions. Now next page we have Lego Star Wars more classic style, or film related, should I say, where we get a big scene with a lot of stormtroopers and Imperial officers just having a nice big meal. I don't know why, but why not? Basically, this one shows you to try to find what's in the background. You're trying to find the Shadow Stormtroopers. That's already kind of what Ninjago has been doing throughout this issue so far. I don't know where they are in this issue, and I won't reveal that. They also show you a goofy comic with Jar Jar Binks. And by the way, Jar Jar Binks is over here serving chicken. Next up, we have Lego Pirates. They got a almost 1 page about Lego Pirates, showing off some of the new sets. And they also have some fancy pirate lingo in here. I know it's far from Talk Like a Pirate Day, which is usually in September, but it's never too early to start. Now on the bottom of that page, I know I keep bringing it up, but we have Lego Classic. It shows you a cute way of building some ducks on the bottom. I like that. I actually like that design and gets the point across. I would only prefer that they use 2x3s instead of 2x4s for the little duck builds. On the next page, we have Lego Legends of Chima taking half the page, and basically you get to design your own tribal flag in this whole area on the top. And on the bottom, they show you Lego Mixels. These try to line up all the figures and try to figure out where the parts go between Nick Spud, Nerp Knot, and Rocket. And I know that at this point, I have not finished reviewing all the Mixels. I do apologize for being behind on that. I don't know how long I'm going to say that, but just keep in mind, I am still trying to work on them as well as many other reviews. We have 2 pages of Lego Legends of Chima, and nice little story from the looks of it. It shows some of the newer sets in there. Even show one of the play features of the set, which is pretty good. Next up, we have our Cool Creations page. This is where you get to submit your ideas to Lego. And usually every Lego magazine will tell you how to do it. And they actually have some pretty cool models in here. They got a Friends Hotel. They got an Wait, they have an Empire building. Kevin F., are you watching? I know, kids are having fun. They can do it their own way. They don't have to be super realistic. By the way, is 3 Brick Friends watching? Because I think somebody wins a tower contest. That is massive. I've never seen a Lego tower that big. Even Mega Bloks. I'll get more into that a little bit later. I used to play with Mega Bloks and some of the really large ones, so I would try to stack them all up into a tower. End of story. I guess you're all already bored. I'm just having fun. So we got 2 pages coming up with Lego Fusion and Lego Marvel Superheroes. So we get some advertisements of no new Fusion sets, just the same ones as we had before. And it's basically you try to build a clubhouse for Max. That's a contest I've seen from Lego before, but I've never really seen the result for it. I'm not really sure. I mean, I do have a Lego Fusion set, and it would be kind of cool to do. I just don't know if... I guess I'll give it a try. If I'm eligible, I might as well try it. And then Age of Ultron is shown on the other page. With a small comic underneath, not a lot of detail. Shows a little bit of the Stark Tower, but really not seeing that much. This part's pretty cool. It looks like a pull-out poster because it's on the binding of the magazine, but this shows you a Bionicle little 2-pager. Not really sure what else to call it. There is a club code on the bottom, but basically shows you how to use the power-up version of Kopaka and the Protector of Ice. You could already find that on the LEGO Bionicle website. You don't have to use a code for it. Just gets you there faster. Next up, we have LEGO Creator and LEGO DC Superheroes. DC Superheroes is advertising... No, it's not that. It's too early for that. That's the next page that advertises... Oh, maybe it's... There it is. There's a comic for DC Superheroes. Trying to combine a bunch of the new sets from this wave so far. We got 2 pages now for our Mixels. And basically it just shows the Mixels having fun, different ways. I like how they have the roasted sausages and a little campfire put in here. And they have a soccer ball. They're playing soccer. Hey, LEGO, where's our soccer ball? I know, I digress. They actually showed the Maxes, which look kind of cool. I should try to make the Maxes at some point. LEGO City, if anyone's interested at this point. We got LEGO City right here. Basically showing the different demolition sets and a little bit of captioning in between them. Not necessarily a comic from what it looks like, but we do have another comic. They got a lot of comics in this one. LEGO Ultra Agents. They're showing that they've obtained some of Antimatter's technology and they're trying to use it to find out who he is. It says he's Agent Morgan Lux. Used to work with Ultra Agents, then became a bad guy basically. Not much after that. We also got a way to create your own ninja mask from a t-shirt. That's kind of interesting. I've never really thought about that. I hope it doesn't present any problems for kids trying to put a t-shirt around their head and neck. Now, we also have another one of these Brickside comics. They seem to be recently showing up since last year, and very quick jokes. We also got a little building instructions. This looks pretty cool. We can build a tiger. If you go to lego.com/build, log in with your LEGO ID and click on the build in the top menu. They also show you some other activities there. Some Ninjago. I'm trying to see it from here. On the bottom it shows some LEGO Club events. And none near my area. Oh well. That's not much of an area. doesn't always get them. Like California does, or Florida. Learn kanji. I'm not really sure. Kanji is one of the alphabets used to write in Japanese, and now you can learn how to use it. So basically it gives you 2 words, and how you can try to write out the words in that little space. Draw your own ninja underneath. What's actually funny is in that space you can kind of see a faded out silly face. I don't know if you saw it before. We also have an advertisement on the top for the LEGO Movie Maker app. I think that's advertised a few times. Brick Clicks. So we got, what's under here? Max Mission. We got watch tons of LEGO videos on your phone. It's an LEGO TV app. Download for free. Featured video from LEGO Ninjago, of course. This is the part I was talking about before, where we have the new movie from DC, Justice League versus Bizarro League. I plan to review that sometime soon. Please wait for that to appear on the channel. And on the top it shows tips and tricks from 2 app games. You can see right there. One of them is Ninjago, and I think the other one is Speed Champions. I didn't know they had an app now. We got the large helicarrier put in here. Very nice. And we also got on the bottom a little word search. I always enjoy a good word search. So we got a lot of words related to the helicarrier in there. Next page shows behind the bricks and a very short interview with master builder David Howard, which is a designer for some of the mini land models. So that's pretty cool to see that in there. Next up we have Top Secret Sneak Peek. And it shows a whole bunch of things coming up with Legoland. It's basically a Legoland related page. On the bottom it shows again our Kids Go Free with Paid Adult Admission coupon. Expires 8/31/2015. So if you're planning to take a trip this year, make sure you do it before August or September. If you're planning on doing it next year or so, just buy a poly bag, because those go out to like 2017. Trust me. Next up, we have another page for Legoland, and it shows the same coupon on the other side. And on the back portion, see if I can cover this up because it has my address there, we got another look at Lego City, basically showing some of the great vehicles. So this is jam-packed with a lot of stuff, and I realize it's a 15-minute video by now, and I do apologize, but I was just trying to go it very swiftly so that we can cover at least, here's what it looks like, here's some things to do for each of the pages, and try to actually show you what it is and not just talk about it over here, but actually put it up on frame. So hopefully this was helpful. I'll see if I can find a way to condense this in the future. If you guys want to see more of this, let me know in the comments below. We'll see you next time with more Lego videos, and I hope you enjoyed this little look at this month and next month's Lego Club magazine.